All right. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Nick, and I'm back with another video, as you can see. And to all the new subscribers, welcome to my channel. And today we will be reacting to hidden mysteries behind Michael Jackson's Human Nature, PYT, and Baby Be Mine. You know what I'm saying? And this is part of the Thriller Forever series by The Detail. This is the 5th video. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, man, let's get straight into the video.
This is Thriller Forever, a video series chronicling every detail in the construction, release, and lasting impact of Michael Jackson's musical juggernaut. After finishing the other tracks for the album, Quincy Jones still felt something was missing.
Yeah, this where
Quincy
we left
saying
off
that
right
he
here.
felt the album needed, quote, a song like My Sharona, a black version of a strong rock and roll thing. Beat It pulls Michael Jackson into an urban world and relays the pressure of a young man needing to prove himself in a tough street environment. Unsurprisingly, the 1961 musical adaptation was a huge inspiration for Jackson when composing Beat It. Its title lifted from the movie's opening line. Beat it. With Thriller's edgier tracks Wanna Be Startin' Something, Billie Jean, and Beat It flooding radio airwaves and populating music charts around the world, Michael Jackson's music revolution was in full effect. However, the singer wasn't content purely releasing catchy pop hits, but aspired to show range and prove his other talents. As Jones would put it, quote, to penetrate, you have to go for the throat in 4, 5, 6 different areas. And after a few high-heat songs in a row, it was time to cool things down. Toto keyboardist Steve Porcaro, along with his other bandmates, were assisting with the production of Thriller when Quincy asked if he had anything that could be pitched for the album. Running low on cassettes, Porcaro used a tape on which he had already recorded a demo called Human Nature, putting songs intended for Quincy Jones on the reverse side and marking on the label as to the side that should be listened to. Jones's gut instinct was that Porcaro's intended tracks were not quite right for Jackson. However, he didn't stop the tape, and the cassette deck automatically started playing the other side. As Jones described it, quote, all of a sudden, at the end, there was all this silence. There was why, da-da-da-dum, da-da-da, why. Just a dummy lyric and a very skeletal thing. I get goosebumps talking about it. I said this is where we want to go, because it's got such a wonderful flavor. Lyrically, Steve Porcaro's inspiration for Human Nature came to him after a conversation with his daughter after a boy hit her at school. Porcaro comforting her by saying, quote, he probably likes you, and it's human nature.
Whoa.
We had one more mix to do, which was the song Africa. And I stopped by to see Heather on my way to the studio, and she'd had a rough day at school. And yeah, the title entered into my head, Human Nature, trying to explain why this boy who probably liked her had hit her at school that day. And the guys were in the booth putting up the mix, and I went out to the studio where the piano was, and pretty much the main chord structure of the song kind of all came to me at once.
He later created a demo for the track and presented it to Toto's other bandmates. However, they passed, stating it wasn't rock enough and felt the song would work better for someone else. Jones was excited about its potential, but was dissatisfied with the original lyrics. So he asked John Batiste, who had written hits for the likes of the Carpenters and the Pointer Sisters, to write some new ones. Porcaro reflects his contribution, quote, he just nailed it. He turned my record into a song with a beginning, middle, and end. As the song developed, Jackson's breathy, lighter-than-air performance resulted in one of Thriller's most memorable moments, an ethereal, melodic symphony that cushioned Jackson's vocals as they float and swirl before taking flight with those perfect and unscripted extended exclamations of why. By the late 1970s, Jackson's abilities as a vocalist were well regarded. Rolling Stone critic Stephen Holden writing that, quote, Jackson's feathery timbered tenor is extraordinarily beautiful, glide smoothly into a startling falsetto used very daringly. Jackson's vocal delivery feeling fresh, the intoxicating melody feels as though it has been plucked from the future, entirely. Jackson didn't write Human Nature, the unencumbered emotion in his voice gives no doubt that Jackson found resonance in its lyrics. An outsider from his window looking onto a thrilling city, the singer fantasizes about stepping out and connecting with the light surrounds him, yet appears to be out of reach. Michael Jackson attempts to take himself off the pedestal of fame and pursue a woman he is interested in. The yearning for freedom and authentic personal connection being universal. Michael revealing desperate times of unhappiness and isolation in his autobiography. Quote, "I was so lonely. I wanted to meet people who didn't know who I was. I wanted to run into somebody who would be my friend because they liked me and needed a friend too, not because I was who I am."
I get afraid of, well, I don't know people. I get afraid of people sometimes. It's a whole nother life. I haven't really experienced that. Like friendship is a thing I'm just beginning to learn about. I was raised on the stage, and that's where I'm comfortable. And everything else is like foreign to me. I'm just beginning to know and learn about people, friendship, things like that.
Human Nature ultimately replacing another track, which had already been recorded, titled Carousel. A light, playful number that echoed similar sentiments found in Off the Wall's Girlfriend and Rock With You, as well as the Jackson Brothers' earlier bubblegum hits at Motown. A flirtatious whimsy that fans grew to expect as part of a Michael Jackson record. That was delivered on Thriller with PYT, Pretty Young Thing. Written by James Ingram and Quincy Jones with a spring in its step, PYT is the album's designated infectious party jam. While not overly complex musically nor vocally challenging, there is a sweetness embedded into the track. A moment of fun dance pop that isn't meant to change the world, but will undoubtedly shuffle your feet as you listen. Quincy Jones came up with the original title after his wife, Peggy Lipton, brought lingerie with the words "Pretty Young Thing" printed on them. From there, Jones asked several songwriters to write a track around the title. Jackson penned a mid-tempo version of PYT with keyboardist Greg Phillinganes. However, Jones wanted an upbeat track, and when James Ingram presented his demo, Jones said, quote, "That's it," and sent Ingram home to finish the lyrics. Jones then suggested they extend the bridge and add a chant section, resulting in Jones receiving his only co-writer credit on the album.
R.I.P. to James Ingram.
Michael Jackson professed his love for the version Ingram and Jones came up with, stating that he liked the code in the lyrics and the fact that the words like tenderoni were fun rock and roll type words that couldn't be found in the dictionary. James Ingram later described working with Jackson and Jones. Quote, "It's almost like I got the chance to go to Oz, and Quincy was the Wizard of Oz, and Michael Jackson was who he was dealing with in his world. Their work ethic is unbelievable." For backing vocals, Swadine positioned Jackson at different distances from the microphone to record each track, so to get a thicker sound. Two of Jackson's sisters, Janet and LaToya, also provided backing vocals, singing the na 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 part behind their brother towards the end of the song in the guise of being the PYTs. When eventually released on September 19, 1983, PYT had already gained popularity with listeners and was in heavy rotation on black radio. A frizzy funk tune, it was a perfect remedy for Jackson fans on the lookout for a danceable groove in the post-disco era. Michael continued to serve this niche on the Thriller album by incorporating tracks written by Rod Temperton. Having previously written hits Always and Forever and Boogie Nights as a member of the multiracial R&B group Heatwave, Temperton was at this point a trusted Jones collaborator. Having previously contributed to Jackson's Off the Wall album, its title track Burn This Disco Out, and the mega hit Rock With You. Writing the upbeat but ultimately unreleased Got the Hots and Hot Street, Temperton ended up contributing 3 other songs that made it onto Thriller. This included the funk soul groove Baby Be Mine that finds Jackson in a more carefree space vocally than elsewhere on the album. Quincy Jones refers to Baby Be Mine as Coltrane done in a pop song. Quote, "Take a close look at Baby Be Mine," he said, starting to scat. "It goes deedle-dee-doo, dee-dee-dee. That's Coltrane, man. It's got pop lyrics and a beat, but it's Coltrane." It all came from the same place. The frequent chord changes and occasional key shifts reflect bebop values, as do the quick splashes of background vocal fills. The production and specifically Jackson's vocals elevate the song from being purely filler, as one expects it would be on a lesser artist's album.
right. So that was the hidden mysteries behind Michael Jackson's Human Nature, PYT, and Baby Be Mine. This was an interesting video, very interesting video. I didn't know James Ingram had something to do with PYT. I thought that was interesting, you know what I'm saying? Because he was a great singer, songwriter as well, and RIP to him, you know what I'm saying? Dope singer, you know what I'm saying? And I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, man. And I'm definitely looking forward to the next video, you know what I'm saying? Because I think the next video is actually going to be the last one, you know. And if you stay with me, from the beginning of the video to the end, I really appreciate that. I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Y'all the reason that I do this. Y'all the reason that I put out these videos, you know what I'm saying? But like, if y'all did that, I really appreciate it. I don't take any of this for granted at all. I don't take any of this for granted because I could be here today and be gone tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? But I'm finna close the video right here. And if you guys enjoyed this video, man, make sure you guys leave a like. Don't forget to leave suggestions in the comment box, you know what I'm saying? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. And if you're watching this video, you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, man. I really appreciate it, bro. I will forever be grateful. You know what I'm saying, man, you know? And make sure y'all turn on that bell so y'all can be notified whenever I do make new videos, you know what I'm saying? But I've been your boy, Nick, man, and I'll see y'all in the next video, bruh. Peace.